welcome to the Kahnawake Sports Complex for this U-13 C matchup here in the League Hockey Toronto West. Our matchup will see the 0-4-2 Vaudreuil Vikings take on the 1-5-0 Kahnawake Blackhawks. The Vikings coming off of a tie yesterday in Huntington. Let's meet the starting netminders. Marie-Lucie Blais, wearing number 41. And meanwhile, for the Blackhawks, today's starting netminder, Memphis Mayo. Blackhawks wearing black with orange and white trim. They'll be playing right to left to start this game. This team coached by Donald Horn, Greg Rice, and Liam Lazar. Terry LeBlanc, the head coach for the Vikings. They'll be attacking from left to right. They tied Huntington yesterday 2-2. The Blackhawks had the off day. Blackhawks starting, it looks like, number 64, Onyx Kirby at center. His counterpart will be Justin Pilon, number 68. Faubert on one wing, Hunto Stacy on one wing for the Blackhawks. And this baby is underway. First of a doubleheader coming up after the U-15B. Blackhawks, or Mohawks, will take on the Vaudreuil Gladiators. Zoe Doucette chips it into Blackhawks territory wide of Memphis Mayo. Blackhawks last game a 6-1 loss to the crosstown rival Kahnawake Mohawks. Faubert picks it up in the corner. Faubert spins off of pressure, back out in front. Here's a shot that's blocked out the other side by Brascoop. Kahnawake Brascoop, wearing 71, comes back to the point. Pass into the high slot. Deflected back up the center. Kirby trying to get the puck out of the zone. As the Blackhawks look to start up ice. Kirby trying to get through. Faubert cut him off. Faubert banks it off. Blackhawks want to get a change going. Corey Goodleaf goes to the bench as the Vikings play one up the center ice. Dodu Charles back in his own end, number 75. He brings a lot of experience as a defenseman for the Blackhawks. Good to have a pillar back there, that's for sure. Here comes Alyssa Rice. Placing one up the center, and that's poked up by Charles, who's in on the attack now, on the pinch. Asher Pekuyatans, 38 in white. Played up to number 12. I don't have a number 12 on here. I'll have to re-look at some of the jerseys. That's 52, sorry. Rasmussen now thrown out in the front. Rasmussen. Alyssa Rice now with the takeaway. Rice coming up. D'Amico. And back come the Vikings with some open space. Here's Arister, and Mayo standing up. Sticks to the side. Ashton David. Puck turned over. And the Blackhawks do pick it up and send one up the boards. Puck slipped away from Karen LeBlanc. Hayden LeBlanc. Number 28. Kirk Horn. Another one of those experienced blue liners. Threw one up and pass failed to connect with David. And the Vikings netminder plays this one, so icing wave as Vaudreuil sends one up the wing. Rice, or David, sorry, in on the forecheck. Back up to Salvaggio, number 18 in white. Picked up by the Blackhawks and played off the boards past Kirby and shot back in. Riley trapped, and he'll have to get out. Solid puck by the Vikings with a high slot. That play handcuffed Harley Jassal, 68, trying to knock it down. Played back up by Doucette. And that's Sabrina Jones, 36 in white. Riley trying to come out. And he's got it. Plays it back to the high slot. Kirk Horn with the intercept. Puck stolen back by Biley. And Mayo turns that aside. Back up the boards. And the Vikings putting some good pressure on here in the first 4 minutes of this game. Still scoreless as Onyx Kirby bangs it back to the point, and the puck got out past Victor Sagan. And Sagan's going to have to come back. Sagan shoots it into Mohawks territory. Coming back for Kahnawake is Kylan Phillips, number 70. Good experience for the U-13 defenders, that's for sure. Here's a wrist there, and that's blocked before it got to the net. 5:45 to go. Jones against Kirby. And it's one back up to the high slot, and the puck out away from Kirby. Stacy goes crashing into the corner, comes back up, and the shot partially fanned on, and Kirk Horn gets rid of the puck and banks it into Vaudreuil territory. And the goaltender plays it. Icing waved. Oh, have we had a whistle yet? 5:15 left to go here in the first period. Away come the Vikings. Olivier Faubert moving in. Faubert had it poked away. Puck lands onto the opposite side. Sent out in front. And it's cleared away. Faubert got a shot from point blank range. Mayo's got it. And she'll hang on. And folks, that's our first whistle in over 4 minutes game time. Whew. Wow. I didn't remember any whistle at all happening, so the action quite fierce here at the Plex. Faubert against Goodleaf, lost his balance. Played back up to the point. Goodleaf up to Alyssa Rice. And Faubert takes it back. Faubert got knocked down. Rice plays it back up. David. Ashton David. Puck still in the skates. And now it's turned over. And the Mohawks clear it deep. That was Corey Goodleaf sending one back into Vaudreuil territory. 4:20 to go here in the first. No score. Rice after the puck. Puck played up the wall. Kept alive by Gayadodu Charles. Charles up to David, and David knocks it back into Vaudreuil territory. D'Amico. 4 minutes to go. And the centering feed shot in wide of the net. Vikings had to change. That's why the ref's arm was up. It wasn't a delayed offside or a delayed icing. It's just the Vikings had to tag up. Played back to the point, not out. And D'Amico trying to keep it alive, could not hold the zone. Gayadodu Charles. Looking for David. Puck slips up the center and is poked up to Rice. Here comes Alyssa Rice with a little bit of space. Gets a shot away, and that's steered aside by Blay. Back behind the net, Kirby forces the issue. Onyx Kirby couldn't get the puck out. Centering feed hit the skates of the official. Salvaggio is away. Salvaggio. Played up the center. Horn legs it off the boards. So that was Kylan Phillips, number 70. Kirby trying to further it along, lost his balance. And with 2:40 to go, the puck is knocked back up the center ice. Feet up. Banged up the center ice. Harry Riley, number 12, going up the ice. Here come the Vikings on the far end. D'Amico lost it. He couldn't find it. And the Vikings play an old hidden ball trick, I guess. Salvaggio trying to cut in. And that pass is knocked away. Comes back out in the slot. And Mayo makes the stop, and she'll hang on. Memphis Mayo actually U-11 age. No score if you're just joining us. The Blackhawks and the Vaudreuil Vikings. Loic Murray wins the draw back to the point. Intercepted by the Hawks and thrown up the center. Kept alive. Here's a wrist shot, and that pinball's wide. Victor Sege on the blue line, number 60. Played back behind the net for Kirk Horn. One's going to go to Charles, number 75. Charles in after it. Takes possession against Rasmussen. Rasmussen. And Charles trying to further it along. He did get it up the center. Right, there will be Charles coming in. Charles gets it to the net. Kept alive by the Blackhawks. Played out in front. Nobody there, though, in black. Played up to the point, but not out, and swept away from Kirby. He picks it back up. His shot hits a leg. Karam's back out. Shot into the opposite end of the corner. The opposite corner, as we're down to the final minute here of play in the first period. And Kahnawake Brascoup 71 could now keep the play alive in time, and now we have an official coming onto the ice. We had a late official entering the fray here at the sports complex as we're in the final minute here of the first. Rice taking the draw. She won it back to Charles. Charles banks it in. Pakuyatan, number 38, Asher Pakuyatan. He and Wesley Rasmussen were giving me some last name pronunciation lessons prior to the contest. But Dodu Charles sends one back in behind the net. Alyssa Rice back behind the net. And it's stolen by the Vikings. Played off the boards. And shot out off of Charles' stick, so that won't be icing. Kahnawake Brascoup, the defenseman, takes the front of the net. Pilon tried to get it there, but Charles broke it up. Back to the point. Kept alive by Vaudreuil. Here's a wrist shot, and that's blocked. Played up the boards, but not out. Brascoup broke it up. And that will do it in the first period. No score, Vaudreuil Vikings, Kahnawake Blackhawks after the first. Back we are here in the second period. Kahnawake Blackhawks, Vaudreuil Vikings, and a turnover at center ice. Solo by Vaudreuil. Scoreless first period. Onyx Kirby gets this one off the boards by the Vikings defenseman and all the way down LeBlanc, giving chase to the puck. Icing waved as Pilon takes it over. So it's Victor Sege, number 60, not 68. As the Vikings come back. Harry Biley skating in. Biley spins, drops it back. Here's a wrist shot, and that misses the goal. Back to the point. LeBlanc holds his own. Caden LeBlanc's shot blocked. A follow-up chance blocked as well. Played up to the wing. Blackhawks can't get it any further than that. LeBlanc shoots it back into Blackhawks territory. Behind the net. Salvaggio trying to come out. Had the puck knocked back to the point. Sagan shoots, and that does not hit the target as it bounces back. We're done the first minute of play here in the second. Salvaggio back behind the net. Trying to come out, and his shot hit the back of the goal. LeBlanc holds it in. Caden LeBlanc shoots, and that's blocked. A rebound back behind the net. Wraparound try, and a good job coming back by Kirk Horn to get a stick in the way and prevent a good shot. Memphis Mayo does cover it up, and the Blackhawks will get a much-needed change. A good start for the Vikings. This starts with a turnover in the neutral zone. Loic Murray taking the draw against Alyssa Rice. Won it back in front of the net. Dodu Charles. He collides with a Viking in the corner. Charles picks it back up. Charles going for a skate. Played it up to the center ice where D'Amico's there to intercept it. D'Amico got it by Corey Goodleaf and back towards the Blackhawks end of the ice. Clearing attempt blocked. And this is Rice coming up with it, and Alyssa furthers it up the center, got cut off. Goodleaf back to Rice, and Rice gets up the center ice. Rice knocked off the puck, and here she goes. Alyssa Rice coming out, still with the puck, lost her footing a bit, and that momentary loss of momentum did allow the Vikings to clear it. Oh, no, they didn't. All right. Here comes Rice back behind the net. She goes into tight gears with Blade Salvaggio. Right, Zoe Doucette, number 15. Banked off the boards. That'll get by Gaia Dodu. Icing waved off. Charles. And Gaia Dodu thinking about going for a skate. Now he'll play it up. Intercepted back there by Antoine Major, number 51. Major sends one up the ice. Onyx Kirby trying to further it along, and now it's knocked back in to Charles. Watch out, one of the Vikings has a step, and Charles ties his man up. Banged off the boards, up to Rice at center ice. Rice trying to further it along, and Charles got it as far as center. Faubert shoots it back in to Kahnawake territory. Hit the skates of the official. That's in play. Mayo the stop. Memphis Mayo comes up big. This is, I believe, her first year at the U11 age. And she's playing U13. It's not an oddity, obviously. We have Suguayar Taquani Sabrera, who we'll see later, playing in U15 despite still being eligible to be in U13. Face off to the right of Mayo. Faubert tried to get it deep. Pass is intercepted by Kirby. David furthered it up to Onyx Kirby, and let's see if Onyx will go for a little skate here. Kirby on his wrong side. He shoots one, and that is stopped, and no rebound. Given up by Blais. Game one of a doubleheader coming up next. The U15B Vaudreuil Gladiators will visit the sports complex. Face off to the right of Marie-Lucie Blais. Vikings win the draw. Banged off the boards. Kirk Horn keeps it in. Jasson trying to further it along. And it's knocked back to the point area. Kirby trying to dig in, and the Blackhawks have to tag up now. Onyx Kirby with the intercept. Drops it back. That pass hit a body, and it comes back out to center ice. That's furthered along by Jasson. Bailey, and his pass hit the skate of Jasson. Does a good job getting him away, and that will halt play with 5:41 left to go in the second. Well, at this rate, we might have like a 20-minute non-stop third period. Blackhawks need one on the ice here. And they do have someone coming on. That'll be Ashton David on right wing. Bailey taking the draw against Rice. And now Rice waved. So Corey Goodleaf will have to take the draw. Bailey trying to find it. It's trapped in his skates. And Sege. David knocks it back. And D'Amico will have to give chase to the puck in his own zone. D'Amico got it out. Brought in, and that'll be offside as David couldn't hold the line. 2:24 left to go in the second period of a scoreless game here at the Plex. Penalty coming up. This is going to be a hook on the Blackhawks. And the Vikings will go to work on the game's first power play. Kirby and David, the penalty killers, alongside Vaudreuil. Oh, look out. One of the officials lost their balance over at the blue line. What was my train of thought there? Brass Scoop, the other penalty killer, as the Blackhawks get it out. And now Major. Kirby with the takeaway. Onyx Kirby trying to further it along. Nearly did, and the Blackhawks turn it over. Back comes Vaudreuil. Vaudreuil Charles, the one-man back. Here's a wrist shot. A big collision, meanwhile, as the puck misses Mayo's goal. Puck tied up behind the net. Passed out in front. Mayo knocked it away. Picked back up by the Vikings. Puck's in the opposite corner. Here's a wrist shot. Knocked down by Charles. He picks it up. Jones after it, and Charles gets rid of the puck. And back on the Vikings. Charles is the only man back. Raskin trying to get in there. Onyx Kirby knocks it away. Kirby trying to further it along, and he does kick it up. Kirby trying to get it to Rice. Pass is broken up. And here comes Onyx Kirby. A wrist shot, not on. A rebound back out the other side. Look out! Oh, slapped away by Murray. Bang back up the boards. And it's held in by the Blackhawks and thrown back in to Kahnawake territory. Charles, look out! And he got rid of it. That airspace was closing out quickly. So you want to see if you're a defensive basketball coach, too. Charles shoots it down. Onyx gets it into Vaudreuil territory. And that does it for the penalty. Goodleaf is out of the box. Vaudreuil 0 for 1 on the power play. Brought back in by the Vikings. Offside, though, as T-Law just couldn't hold his skates and then crossed into Blackhawks territory. Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up in about an hour and 30 minutes time. U-15B Mohawks taking on the Vaudreuil Gladiators. Kirby picks it up. Jasol furthers it up. Faubert trying to take off. Faubert gets into Blackhawks territory. Olivier Faubert skating in. And Kylan Phillips knocks it away. Stacy couldn't clear it. Faubert looking for the puck. It's stuck somewhere in his skates. Stacy's there, as is Kirby. Blackhawks have 3 in a close space, and that is elevated out of play with 2:20 to go here in the second. Here's a shot, not on. Phillips gets it off the boards to Rice, and Rice chips it out to center ice. Kirk Horn sends it around the horn. Good pass. Goodleaf up to David, and now look at this pass up to Rice. 2 Vikings are back. Alyssa crosses, gets a shot away, but it's blocked and sent back to Phillips. Phillips looking for Horn. Pass missed him. And the Vikings forced a turnover. Salvaggio behind the net. Big collision as Salvaggio and Horn collide, or Phillips and Salvaggio collided. And now Phillips is away. He banks it up the center ice. Rice trying to come up. Alyssa Rice does poke it in to Vaudreuil territory. Blackhawks on a change. Rice by herself, or she does have support. Threw it out in front. That pass is picked off. And here comes Biley. Harry Biley coming in. Harry Biley and had it knocked away by Dodu Charles as we're in the final minute of play here in the second. Charles takes his time and now whips it back out the other side to Rice, who's waiting at center. And now it's picked back up by number 51, Antoine Major. Major keeps his stride and now plays it out to center ice. Charles on the interception, furthers it along. Major back behind his net. Major trying to shake off a forecheck from Ashton David, and he does. Played back out by Charles, and we're down to the final 20. And that did not hit him, apparently, so icing is the call. And the Blackhawks will get an offensive zone chance with 19.3 seconds to go here in the second. Face off to the left of the Vikings zone. Goal. Onyx Kirby. Couldn't come up with it. Jones. Jones trying to get it out. And a good block in there by Stacy. Kirby turning. He's got 6 seconds to shoot. He does, but it's blocked. Stacy after it. Down to the last 2. And that is going to do it for the second period of play. We're headed to the third. Still 0-0. So a 17-minute running third period here in this contest. The Blackhawks shoot it down, still scoreless. Asher Pakuyutan bangs one off the boards up to the wing. And the puck is cleared by Phillips, and now Kirk Horn has to get back defensively. Horn using his reach, and the puck is knocked free. Kirby back up. Played up to the point, but not out. Pakuyutan shot. And now here's another opportunity blocked by Phillips. Passed out in front. Kirk Horn on the intercept. Tries to clear it. Could not. And the Blackhawks get it out. Kirby retakes possession. Bangs it off the boards. Pakuyutan. And it's picked back up by Onyx Kirby. He's going to let one go wide of the target. Lay keeps it there for Pakuyutan, her defenseman. And the Vikings look to start out. Kirby. And it's knocked back in there by Stacy. Stacy picks it up, shoots it towards the Vikings net. That takes the deflection and goes wide of the Vaudreuil net. 15.5 to go in this one. No score. Sege trying to change that. Sege coming in, and that's Pilaw. Pilaw shoots one, Mayo to stop, and it's cleared back to the point. Vikings hold it in, and that shot is blocked. That was Caden LeBlanc who kept it in at the point. Puck stuck behind the net, comes back to the point. And Arister is fanned upon, regathered though. Here's a shot, not on. Back out the other side. 15 minutes to go in the third. And the Vikings play this one back behind the goal. Adam Canoe. Kirk Horn. Lost his stride and no pressure being applied, so Kirk just shoots it out the center. Vikings got to pursue that. They got to be aggressive in going after that puck. Phillips back up the center ice, looking to hit David, and the pass is picked off. Kirby broke it up at center ice, and it's stolen back by the Vikings. Here's a wrist shot by Biley, that's blocked. Back behind the net it goes. He looks. Harry Biley back out in front. And that pass deflects into the corner. Picked back up by Vaudreuil. And a centering feed. Karams back out to the point and kept alive by Vaudreuil Doria. Kirby flips one up. That pass is picked off. Horn shoots it down. Kirby deflects it in. D'Amico behind in his net, or behind in his zone. Head mounted up. Played off the boards, and now the Blackhawks. Gaidodu Charles behind his own net. Charles has it knocked away. Picks it back up here. And he'll shoot this one off the boards. Back out the center ice for Rice. Puck taken by Major. Antoine Major back up to Biley. Biley, did he touch it? No, he didn't. Icing on the Vikings. And we're down to the final 13 minutes. Face off to the left of the Vikings net. Under 13 minutes remaining here. Alyssa Rice and Corey Goodleaf out there for the Blackhawks. Puck swept out. Goodleaf couldn't get a shot away. Brascoon. Karuniagoa Brascoon. And there goes the Blackhawk. Back comes Vaudreuil skating into Kahnawake territory. Poked away and poked back out to center ice. David trying to get started. Goodleaf knocks it back out to center ice. Shot on, and that'll be covered up by Blais. And we have an injured Blackhawk. It's Ashton David. Slow to get up. And I believe... Oh, David's going to stay on the... No, they're going to take David off. Okay. And Onyx Kirby will come on. Face off to the left of the Vaudreuil net. Kirby. Back out to Brascoop. Brascoop, and the pass gets out of the zone. Charles has to wait. He'll just shoot it in. Goodleaf and Brascoop giving chase. They got to tag up. Get out of there. You got to tag up. And now a third Blackhawk is in there. That's offside. Okay. And now we got the full change going. And it looks like David is still on the bench, though. Hasn't gone back to one of the benches in behind the main bench, so it looks like it's going to continue. No scores. We get to the 11-minute mark of this one. Justin Pilon taking on Onyx Kirby. Gassol. Well, one of the Vikings were late coming on. Now Canoe's got to get to the other side, which he does. Kirby. Shot in by the Blackhawks. Stacy. Vikings play it up the center ice. Phillips and Kirk Horn on the back end. Here comes Pilon. Trying to get by Horn. And Kirk uses the reach to poke it away. Onyx Kirby behind his own net. Kirby flips one up. Stacy lets it go. And Kirby chips it out to center. Pagatulian played it up to Kirby. Onyx Kirby trying to get by. Good job offensively by number 38 in white. Asher Pagatulian. Vikings on a change. Doucette And now it's slammed off the boards by Stacy and back into Vaudreuil territory. Under 10 left to go here. Kirby takes it, trying to bring it, pull it back, and the puck was taken by Biley. Back comes Vaudreuil. Sege trying to go against Horn. Sege, and that puck is shot wide. Back out the other side it comes. Picked up by the Blackhawks. That first clearing attempt was blocked. A second try hit a leg. Vaudreuil has a man wide open in front of the net. There you see. If they're able to get it there, back to the point it comes, and that shot won't go. Stuck behind Mayo. Horn after the puck. Salvaggio back to the point. D'Amico walks in, shoots one, blocked. Puck came out in the high slot. Vaudreuil's got it from point blank, and that shot's blocked again. And that shot misses. Salvaggio trying to get it there. The Blackhawks clear this one up to the wall, but not out. Held in by Vaudreuil. D'Amico. Shot. Mayo the stop. A rebound. Memphis Mayo has the puck. And it remains scoreless as we get into the final 8 here at the Flex. Melissa Rice, Corey Goodleaf, and Ashton David up front for the Blackhawks. Goodleaf. Shot! And that's blocked! That was that was Phillips, sorry. Kylan Phillips, 70, yeah. Got in the way of that. Alyssa Rice between the legs of D'Amico. D'Amico gets back and plays it out of the zone. Kurt Horn, Rex Charles breaking it up. Right, Dogu kicks it to himself and one-hands it into Vaudreuil territory. D'Amico after the puck. Charles pokes it back behind the goal. David after the puck. Rice with the takeaway. And we have a whistle and a penalty to the Blackhawks. And we're getting into the final 7 here at the Plex. Face off to the right of Memphis Mayo. Vaudreuil 0 for 1 on the power play. Two minutes for body checking. Rice and Goodleaf penalty killing, along with Brascoop. There's a feed out in front, shot wide! And it's intercepted by Corey Goodleaf. Goodleaf up the ice. Brascoop couldn't further it up. Kept alive by Murray, his shot blocked. Horn will get there, that's Charles, and he gets there and shoots it out. D'Amico back into the Viking zone. And Charles gets this one up the center ice. D'Amico does a good job of knocking that one down. Puck goes in behind the Blackhawks net. Brascoop leaves it for Charles. And Dodu shoots it off of Jones. Right off of Jones. He does a good job blocking the clearing attempt. And Charles pokes it by. And Dodu clears it back behind the Vaudreuil net. Final minute of this power play for Vaudreuil. Kirby and Rice, the PK forwards. Back up the center ice. Dodu Charles has a look, has time, and sends it back in. And the Vikings got to regroup here as we're down to the final 40 of this manpower advantage. Murray skating up. Murray being pressured by Kirby. And Onyx Kirby does come up with it. Kirby getting in, gets a shot, but not on the net. Rice pressuring. Rice turned away. Puck is loose. And then stopped by Blais. Down to the final 5 minutes. Vaudreuil Vikings 0, Kahnawake Blackhawks 0. Kirby and Stacy up front. Pilon taking the draw for the Vikings, and Stacy now gets to another position. State Kirby turning, firing one that won't hit the target. Picked back up by the Vikings. D'Amico coming out. D'Amico had it knocked away by Stacy. His shot is blocked. Final 3 seconds left in this penalty, and that will do it. David is done serving time. Broken up. Sent out in front, no one home. Oh, Phillips blew a tire, and the Vikings have 3. And Kirk Horn gets in the way. Good defensive play by 62 in black. Banged off the boards. Stacy coming in, and it's taken away. Back comes Pilon. Pilon skating in. Pilon towards the net. Mayo the stop. Onyx Kirby picks it up. Kirby flicks one up, trying to hit David or Jasso. That shot back behind the Blackhawks net. Phillips behind his own goal. Phillips up the ice. Pass is blocked. Onyx Kirby off the boards and not out. Cameron's back to the point. Kirk Horn's got it, and he will clear it off of a Vaudreuil stick and out of the zone. Down to the final 3 minutes. D'Amico looks. D'Amico up to Faubert, and Faubert couldn't handle the pass. Faubert settles it in now. Driving in on Kirby. Faubert threw it out in front. That goes through the slot. Back to the point. Here's a drive by Sege, not on. Coming back to get it. Faubert to the point. D'Amico, he barely holds it in, a shot, and that's blocked. Phillips got in the way. Thrown to the front of the net, intercepted by the Blackhawks and cleared out. Look out! Oh no, that could have been too many. Vikings lucky to dodge one there. They might not here. They got to watch out over there at the bench. Vikings shoot it in. There's a major collision in front of the Vaudreuil bench. Kirk Horn going for a skate. Horn slows it up. And the Blackhawks bring it in, barely onside, but onside nonetheless. And the Vikings drive it off the wall and out. Kirby trying to find it, and it's shot back in. Down to the final 2 minutes. Alyssa Rice after the puck. Banged off the boards. Brascoop comes on. Dodi Charles has it. We're down to the final 100 seconds of a scoreless game. Charles, look out. There's 2 Blackhawks back there. Kirby knocks it down. Alyssa Rice coming in. Oh, she shot it a bit early. Back out the other side. Stacy, a shot. Steve! And the Vikings get it out away from danger. Final 80 seconds left. And look out, a 3-on-2 the other way. Here come the Vikings. Brascoop and Charles, the only 2 back. Shot! No! Brascoop off the wall. And it reaches Rice. Rice, final minute of play to Kirby. Kirby coming in. Kirby, a shot. That stop. No, rebound. Blaze got it. And the final 47 seconds are ticking off the clock. Brascoop and Charles on defense. Look out, the Viking late to come to the fray. That's Doucette. Face-off won by the Hawks. Rice chipped it towards the net. That was blocked. Comes back to the point. Charles shoots. What a stop! Blade with a goal line stand. Final 10 seconds. Here we go. Back to the point. Brascoop. No! 2 seconds left. A shot. No! Memphis Mayo Blay get shutouts, simultaneous shutouts in a 0-0 game. The latter making a save with 15 seconds left to keep the Blackhawks out of the net and to keep either side from gaining the win. Wow. Well, that was a dandy. A real good hockey game here at the Sports Complex. Your final score, Vaudreuil Vikings 0, Kahnawake Blackhawks 0. We'll be back in an hour with the second half of our doubleheader. I'm Brandon Bordeaux saying Onagiwahi for now.